Music I like.
Playing the like and must play songs. To keep things fresh, keep telling you what you like.
I need to monitor this thing.
Good evening, and surprise! Y'all weren't expecting me to jump on here tonight, and I wasn't either, but I needed to redo my nails, and a lot of you who have been interested in Color Street has said, well, how do you do it? How do you put it on? And I was like, well, I'm just going to show you. And I thought, what's the best way to show how to do it other than to just do my nails? Like, you guys just have to experience me doing my nails, and we will do, if you have some Color Street samples, you can actually, because most of my customers from the Robyn's Nest have samples already. You have a 2C. So most of you can follow along, try it with me. As you can see, or will be able to see in just a moment, I'm going to show you guys what my current nails look like. They are a week and a day old. So they are looking tired because they are good. No, they're way past date and time. Are we split screens?
Yeah, oh, you ready? So I was trying to get the way I can share it.
All right, so there we go. This is my current look of my nails after complete 7 to, I think it's been 8 days. I want to think I redid these last week, Tuesday. So yeah, this is me at 8 days, at 8 days past. So as you can see, I've got some new new growth under there. And then I've got a few chips on the very tip, but all in all, my nails do not look bad at all for a week in. And this is with washing dishes, washing clothes, brushing the dog. There's nothing that I have not done basically in these, with these nails. So they are, they were well worn this time. All right. So I wanted everybody to see the longevity of how long they could last or how long they would last. And so, yeah, this is my full week in. All right. So the first thing that I would do in order to clean my nails up to get all the polish off is simply grab myself a couple cotton balls and some, I use this acetone nail polish remover. You can get this from any place. You can get this from Dollar Tree, Dollar General. This is Dollar General brand, obviously. But this is nothing special. This is a $1 product. It's literally in and out. Like, nothing new about it. It's not pure acetone like I used to when I had gel nails, or if I were even wearing the Kiss nails, I would often, can you turn it down just a hair? I would often use pure acetone like you would get out of the paint aisle in order to get my nails clean. But with this, it's just plain nail polish, and you get you a little bit of that nail polish remover and a cotton ball and a little elbow grease back and forth. And in seconds, your nail is clean. So Color Street, what it is actual nail polish in strip form. So our CEO and founder, Fa Park, one day, not too long after he had gotten to America, a few years after, had seen a lady in a town car in New York attempting to paint her nails while in the car. Well, you know, that's kind of a messy process. That's not an easy thing to do, paint your nails while you're in the car. So he was like, hey, I wonder how I can develop nail polish that will be dry instantly and that you can use at your convenience. And so that is how he started the process of even trying to figure out how to make nail polish strips. So what are the best parts about Color Street? One, you get amazing designs. I love the polish. I love the designs. Like, just the options that you can have. And so I've done 2 already in just that time we've been talking. You don't have to soak your nails to get it off. There is no damage to your nails. This is literally just a easy peasy, my nails are gorgeous type of situation. That's what we go for. Anybody can do this. It is so easy. Now I'm having to work a little bit harder going back and forth because there is glitter. Glitter, of course, is the same across the board. And as you can see, that's 3 down, 3 cleaned, and we've not been on here for very long at all. Glitter, no matter where you are, glitter's hard to get out. It takes a little bit more than some of the other things. But even then, this has been super, super quick. What's our time? We've been on for 5 minutes. I didn't start as soon as we got on. I probably talked for a good minute beforehand. And so I would say 5 minutes, and I'm basically halfway through my nails. This one took a little bit longer to get off because of the glitter. And also I had if you can see, I have 2 different nail polishes on. I have 2 different nail polishes on these. So I'm taking off the first layer and then the second layer. And so that does take a little bit more. And we're going to clean up our nails. We're going to make them all nice and pretty. The thing that you really want to make sure of is that you keep your fingers at room temperature, because they are nail polish strips. It's just like any other paint. You don't want it too cold, but you also don't want it too hot. The colder it is, the more not malleable it is. So it needs to be kind of like room temperature. Your nails need to be room temperature, and the strips need to be room temperature. So I've got some sitting next to me. Now I'm gonna tell you guys the set that I'm gonna probably do today. I'm still kind of undecided on which strip I'm gonna do. So I've gone through. I'm on my 2nd cotton ball, and I'm on my 6th nail. And I'm just working it back and forth. Again, it's the glitter that's hanging it up. It's not the color. This set that I'm doing, I have already used it. How many times? I think I'm on my 3rd time using this particular set. And it's just one that I love. Unfortunately, I think that color might actually be retired. That's the other thing about COLORSTREET. Like, they don't keep the particular nail polish sets out for very long. So if you see one and you're in love with it and that's now your color, you need to get a couple of them. And what else is better is that they run between $11 and $13. They do have $14 if you're into French manicures, but that's because basically you get 2 sets of strips in there. But it they last well, and you can get 3 sets out of those, you know, $11, which is so much better than when I was wearing kiss nails, because one set of kiss nails, you know, they would last a week, maybe 2 weeks, but you could only get 1 set out of them. And they were, you know, $10, $11, $12, depending on the length that you choose. And they were damaging to my nail. Like, my nail does not like faux nails on. It does. My fingers don't like it at all. And so when I do that, my nail bed lifts away from my fingernail lifts away from my nail bed, which is a very uncomfortable situation, because then of course, you know, you get your whole nerves aggravated under there and everything. So 1 cotton ball generally will get me through 3 fingers. I am on my 2nd to last finger, just going back and forth. The color comes off so fast, but it's the glitter that I'm working to get off now. What were you saying? So I've been, today I'm starting to realize, okay, I'm gonna have to eventually decide, you know, do I want to do COLORSTREET? Do I want to do jewelry? Do I want to do it all? Do I want to do surgery? Because I have had such a busy last few days. It's been so insane. A lot of you guys got your deliveries in from me. If you lived in the Savannah area or close by, I just delivered your items to you because y'all went in last week, and so y'all packages was a little heavy. So it was easier and less expensive for me to come and bring you your packages this week than it was for me to try to mail them out. So I am grateful for all of you guys for, you know, embracing us and joining us and being a part of us and showing up, because y'all be here with us every Friday night and then on some Saturdays. I'm thinking this Saturday we might do another all dollar sale. For those who are new, you should really kind of bring some guests. We might do some drawings. But I feel like I want to get out the rest of our older inventory. So I think I'm gonna just drop the prices on everything, and, you know, we'll do a complete $1 sale on Saturday. So if you saw something that you kind of sort of wanted, or you got one and you don't want it to lose it, or you don't want it to get old looking, get you a second one. This is perfect time to stock up. So my biggest issue now with Color Street is figuring out which designs I want to do on a given day. And the reason that is because I like darker colors. And of course, I love anything glitter, right? So the paint is off, you guys. I'm just kind of going by and getting some of the extra glitter off is all I'm doing right now. So it looks like I'm not really doing much of anything. It's just, you know, you got some lingering glitter, even though the polish is completely off. And I'm just kind of using this as an opportunity to kind of wipe those off. I just do that because I don't like glitter still lingering behind, especially if I'm not going to put another glitter set directly on top of it. In this case, I am actually going to put another glitter set on top of it, so it's not quite as important. But if you were going to try to do like a solid on top next, then you want to go with that. So my next thing I'm going to do is kind of just go through and clean my nails. I got this tool. I don't even know what you want to call it. It's like a little metal nail file tool. And so I got this from, I think, CVS actually, or maybe it was Five Below. I can't remember, but it was only a couple dollars. But I like the metal for getting under my nails clean. It kind of has like a little scoop action here. Let me see if I can show you guys. So it basically has a little scoop on the end here. And so that's really good for cleaning. And then on this side, it's a kind of a scraper, and I could use this to clean up my cuticles. So, and you want to do that just to kind of have a good, clean, finished look. It kind of gives you more of that nail salon finished look if you clean your cuticles and everything up before you start your application. And my nails actually aren't that dirty today, so I'm kind of winning here. So if I go in and out of focus, guys, it's because I'm trying to keep my hand in focus, but I'm also trying to do them at work, my usual work level. This is new. What's funny?
I'm just saying we gotta hold this thing rigged up.
Yeah, so Mo, I was like, hey babe, I want to do this. And he was like, okay, I'll get it. And he figured it out. So it's interesting. So I'm just cleaning out underneath my nails. So this is a good time for you guys. So what I do know about Color Street, if you want your sets to last longer, like they can either be one strip for each nail, or you can do one strip for 2 nails. The shorter your nails are, the more likely you are to be able to do the two, we've lost something here. The more likely you will be able to do the 1 strip, 2 nails. Simone's going to get us back online. We're actually running 2 cameras now for the first time. And so we're trying to we're making adjustments. So y'all just bear with. So for me, I'm just going through kind of clipping the top of my nails. I love my nails to be square. Square is like, where is that for me? They don't like being square. They always want to go back to rounded. But I always try to start off with a nice square nail. You know, when you go to the nail shop and they say, how you want cut? You want round or square? I should not do that. That's so wrong. I shouldn't do it like that. but you know, they're generally Vietnamese, so there's an accent. But they always ask you how you want them cut. Now you look here. Let me see if I can focus in on that. Which way? Which way?
That's it.
I'm getting there.
All right, move down a little bit. There you go.
All right, so if you look here on the side, my nail actually started splitting. My nails are generally very brittle, and so sometimes it splits. And so in order for me to accommodate that, I'm actually going to just cut it down and try to keep it square. Let me get it refocused again. Sorry, guys. There we go. I told you just say something. I can't look at the screen and look at my nails.
Trying to make the experience smooth.
That wasn't smooth. So because it's got that groove there, it's like a chip. I'm just gonna cut in that area. And unfortunately, it's gonna kind of give me more of a rounded nail because I don't want to go all the way down short. And this is just a precursor to me filing. But in order to have good looking nails, you've got to have good looking nails, right? You got to clean them up, shape them up, file them up. So that's where we are. The actual application is going to go by so fast. It's more prep work in terms of making your nails look good than there is application, believe it or not. All right, so this, I don't even know where I got this little T90 file from, but when you order from me directly, you will receive a file and a wooden pick. So I'm just going to kind of go along my sides, and then I kind of rotate it around that edge to kind of, I still want it square, but I want it squoval. I want a squoval. So then I go straight across a bit.
That's the old nail tech skills. Huh?
Yeah. So, okay, those of you who don't know, it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do in my life. Like, I kind of knew I wanted to be I know I wanted to be in surgery, but it took me a minute to get to the point where I just settled down enough to go to school to be a surg tech. And one of the first things I went to school for was nail technology. And this was early on when me and Simone were like still dating. And so I used to have him come in. He used to get pedicures and stuff like that. It used to always make me laugh because he would say things like, "Oh, my toes can't breathe if it got polish on them." And it's not like I was putting like real polish on them. I was putting clear. And he was like, "Man, my fingers can't breathe." Well, since when do your fingers need oxygen? I'm so confused. But yeah, and so I used to take good care of his nails, his feet. He used to always get that treatment, and I used to always grease his scalp for him. I think that's probably why he married me, so he don't have to grease his scalp on his own. And then I stopped doing it. All right, let me see. There we go. Then I stopped greasing the scalp. It's been a minute since I greased your scalp.
Yeah.
So, I just looked over and saw your boo-boo.
Oh, yeah.
So Simone had his vaccine done today. Yeah, he got his Band-Aid on. He looked like he got a little boo-boo. So, and this is all about just shaping the nail and getting the edges that I want it to have. So just so that my nail itself will look nice. Because putting Simone's favorite thing saying, like, if we go to a hotel or something like that and the hotel looks okay, but you could tell it was an old hotel, as he calls it, lipstick on a pig. And so you don't want your nails to look like lipstick on a pig. We want to give it a nice, pretty start point. And then a lot of people said, well, I can't do it on both hands because I'm right-handed. Well, what I do is my left hand just holds the emery board and my right hand does the work. And that's how I kind of get my my nails done on both sides, is by letting my right hand do the work while my left hand is just a stabilizer, basically. So catching those edges, because if I don't, they would be very sharp. And nobody wants sharp fingernail edges, right? And as you can see, my left hand is just stabilizing it. My right hand is taking it where it wants to go. Straight across the top and the front. Y'all, Simone keeps having to push my hands forward because I keep backing up towards myself. You know, anytime you're doing something you can't see, you got to bring it close to yourself. So just kind of getting the shapings on. I think he's going to end up having to move the camera because I keep getting out of where I'm supposed to be, out of my zone. You know what? I need a little, like a little red square. Like, okay, your hands need to be here.
What's the first time we trying this?
So, yeah, this is our first attempt of me showing y'all doing the whole my nail routine. Here, I can bring it up. Yeah, so this is my whole nail routine, and I'm going to show you guys what else I like to do to make sure that it's going to stick well, because application is only half the process. Okay, so now I've got my nails are shaped the way I want, and they are clean. And let's see, there we are. So they're shaped the way I want and they're clean. So I have really nice, clean nails right now. But you know what's not happy right yet are my cuticles. So I'm going to go through and put a little, this is called Be Natural by ProLink. It's a cuticle eliminator. Let me see if I can show y'all that. Oh, here. I can do that. It's a cuticle eliminator. And so I'm going to put this on. It helps remove cuticles in seconds, literally seconds. And this is the thing about this is that it is a professional product. So you can't leave this on your nails for very long. So that's why I kind of waited until now to do it. And again, I'm not soaking my nails. I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to clean my nails to get the extra stuff off. But I'm just kind of running this across my cuticles. I'll go ahead and do it on both sides. And then now we get to do the scrapies. So remember I told you about the scrapey side of this, I told you to say something.
All right.
Of this tool. So now I'm just going to kind of go through and I'm going to scrape along the edges of my nail bed and use it to push my cuticles back. So I'm trying to push my cuticles back because that's going to help me get the best look with the COLORSTREET nail strips. So just kind of pushing back, cleaning up. I don't have a whole bunch of cuticle there to clean up. I need a paper towel, y'all. Y'all know how the paper towel always has to come out when they're doing nail stuff. So just kind of scraping along the edge. And then I kind of wipe the edges around like that just to kind of get a little bit of that buildup off. Let me see if I can. Good. Okay. I find it easier to kind of have your hands down when you're doing this so that you can get a good scrape. Y'all see that buildup coming up? We don't want any of that buildup there. So I'm just kind of scraping it down. If you have the buildup there, it can lift your nail strip. And because it's not pretty. And we know we want everything pretty. That's our whole reason for doing this channel. We want pretty. We want pretty on a budget. I had to figure out a way to get Simone to let me buy what I wanted to buy jewelry wise. And now with the nails and my glasses and you know, so I was like, babe, we got to tell everybody else how to get this stuff inexpensive. And so there you go. That's how the Robyn's Nest came to be. I wanted to be able to continue to buy pretty jewelry and pretty nail stuff. And I was like, well, why not have everybody else be pretty too? On a budget, because pretty on a budget is how it works. Almost done with this hand. This part I like to kind of take my time and do, because you can hurt yourself if you know, use this metal tool and you push too hard. It can hurt you. I also have a cuticle nipper, so I don't know if y'all know what that is. So you can get these out of the Dollar Tree. You can get them out the Dollar Tree. It's kind of angled, and it's to kind of go along your cuticle edges. I don't too much use it because I really don't like the idea of it. I feel like it's gonna hurt me. Even when they do it in the nail salon, I'm always scared that they're gonna hurt me or pull my cuticles because they're very sensitive. And so I'm very, very hesitant about the nippers, and being honest with you. But I do have them because sometimes you get a hangnail, and yeah, don't like that. And you want to be careful about how hard you push on it. Like for me, I was pushing just a little too hard right there, and so my finger was like, hey, don't do that. So I don't know if y'all can see, but right here on the edge, I already could tell that I had some cuticle buildup there. And so now this is me trying to do it with my left hand. It's not the best, but if y'all can see that buildup coming up. Now, could you imagine trying to put your nails on over all that buildup? That would not work. I think next week when I change my nails over, we might do a poll as to what nails I should do, because like I know that my nail taste and other people's nail taste are obviously going to be different. And this is one of my favorite sets that I'm going to put on today. It's called Drop the Ball. And it has been a showstopper. Like everybody who's seen it has been like in love. The other one that seems to be very popular is Trend Spotted, or what was the other safari? It was like a safari kind of name. I can't remember it right offhand, but it's basically a leopard print with a nude. It's a leopard print accent, but the nail polish itself is nude. So that looks really nice. I tell you what, the music back in the day was so much better. The early 2000s, late 90s music. That's a whole nother. And like, I remember my parents or my mom saying how, you know, our music wasn't music. And now I kind of get it, because it's a big difference. And when I hear these kids' music today, I be like, what is happening? Just even the titles of the music is just bananas to me. Then you can't understand. And then there's no real lyricist to it. They just kind of like, they make noise. Oh my God, I'm getting old. I had that moment earlier today when we were in the OR. I was like, oh my God, I'm the second oldest person in the room. How is this possible? When did I get old and I didn't realize it? And so they was like, you're not that old. I was like, I'm knocking on 40, dude. They was like, well, how soon till 40? I'm like, months, and I'll be 40. How is that even? That's so crazy to me. I remember when mommy had her over the hill party at Liberty Mutual. She turned 40. It was, of course, Christmas Eve, because my precious is born on Christmas Eve. And I'm just like, I cannot believe that I'm there. I am where she was. And so now I feel oldish. All right. So I'm going to so with that product, you don't want to leave it on. So I'm going to do a quick rinse. This is just plain water. It's just plain hot water, no soap, no nothing. Not hot, but it is room temperature, lukewarm, which I might actually have Kayla come in and warm it back up for me. And if you look in this water, you can see like the little sediments from my cuticles floating around. All right. I don't want to yell. Can you message her right quick for me? Tell her I need some more hot water. All right, so I can close that back up. Don't need those anymore. Tools I don't need anymore. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do, normally I would want to do this with a nail buffer, but I don't have a nail buffer, so I'm just going to use the light side of this nail file. I just like to kind of edge my nails up just a little bit in terms of, or not edge, etch. So like, you know how when you're going to put on an adhesive down, you want it to have kind of a scratchy surface. So I just kind of super quick go across the vein of my nail. Hi, honey bunny. Can I get some warm water again? You're so sweet. I love you. Ah! Hey, Kayla, you dropped some water there. So much is going on right now. I'm trying to talk Simone into vacation, which that's a point that we kind of will need to be addressing on the Robyn's Nest, because we are going to have a little bit of a vacation coming up soon, and we'll be popping in to say hello. We'll be popping in to do some talks and whatnot, but we won't be selling anything during that month that we're well, I'm saying it's a month. I don't know how long we're going to be gone. We're going to take a road trip. Woo! I'm so excited. Simone, I don't know if Simone's really excited about it. Like, I'm excited. Like, I get bad wanderlust. Like, I just feel like I need to go somewhere and do something and see something new, experience new things. Like, I get it so bad, and I have not been anywhere since, well, okay, I say that, but I did go to Atlanta, but that wasn't like pleasure. That was, just sit right there, baby. That wasn't pleasure. That was like taking care of my daddy. But I haven't been anywhere since August last year. This is the longest I've ever gone without going somewhere. I don't know why I have it so bad. Did I tell you how I almost died on this song? I don't know why I have it so bad. I'll tell you in just a second. So I don't know if y'all can hear the music in the background, but it's Waterfalls by TLC. And so when this first came out, I used to sing this song in the car. I was, early on driving. I want to say I was maybe 17, 18-ish. And I was taking my brother to go get something on the south side. And this song came on and I was jamming. I was singing it all. And I didn't realize that traffic had stopped. And we was on 204. When I tell y'all I almost killed us, like this would have been a bad, horrific accident if it hadn't been for the Lord on our side, basically. The car I was driving did a complete 360 on 204. Never hit the wall. There's like the brick concrete center part. Yeah, never hit that. Never hit another car. And by the time we finished spinning around, we was back going straight. Wasn't nothing but the Lord.
That was straight by the grace of God.
Yes. Ooh. So pray every time you get in the car that the Lord will see you where you're going and bring you back safely. Yeah, so back to plans. Just trying to kind of not really plan anything, but just kind of trying to wrap my mind around it. I don't think Simone knows how to deal with me having a trip where it's not planned fully, because every vacation we have, first of all, every vacation we go on, I plan it. Simone don't do that. That's not his forte. So I usually have it planned, and I almost always have it planned and paid for before we actually leave. So this time it's like, okay, there's no plan. We just need money. And I'm a little spastic about it because it's like, so I don't know where I'm going to be sleeping at night. I don't know where we're going to be going. I don't know what we're going to go see. I'm freaked. I am so freaked, but I'm also excited. All right. So I have gone through and basically scratched up the surface of my nails. As you can see, there's a lot of white powder there. And so I'm going to take and do another quick rinse. Again, you want to rinse in warm to hot water because you want your fingers to be warm. For me, my fingertips are always freezing. Like they're almost usually like borderline blue. So I really have to get my hands warm up in the water in order for it to be at room temperature. And then I'm going to take just a plain paper towel and I'm going to dry my hands. This is simply water. You do not want to use anything soap-based because you don't. The ideal here is to get rid of all of the oils on your nail. That's what you're trying to do. That's why they tell you, go rinse your hand. I just said not to do that and I did it again. I can't help it. How do you like say what they say and don't put an accent on it? I don't know. But they always tell you to go rinse your hands, but they tell you don't use soap. So this is because they want to get rid of all of the residue from the filing, but also to keep the oils down. So with with every COLORSTREET set comes a nail prep pad, and backing it up. Ooh, wait, are we there? Okay, it's a COLORSTREET nail prep pad. It is simply alcohol. I'm almost certain that that's all that's in here is alcohol. And it's just, you wipe your nail off just to kind of dry all the oils out. Now this is the fun and quick part. This is the part that most of y'all actually came here for. Y'all ain't came for all the extra stuff. You just got that because I feel like you got to have a good foundation to put gorgeous nails on, right? All right, so today I am going to use a combination of, what is this called? This is called Chill It Cool or Chill It Cool or Chill It Cool. And so it is a pinkish reddish color and it's got a bunch of glitter in it because why not glitter, right? The package is completely closed and sealed, right? So I'm going to open it and I'm also going to show you guys how to preserve your strips that you don't use. All right, so it comes in a vacuum sealed pack because again, this is nail polish. It is real nail polish. So it's got to be sealed so it doesn't dry out, right? Right. Then it also comes with this COLORSTREET file because a lot of people will use the file for application. I've yet to actually use one of these files. And then of course, like I told you before, the prep pad comes in it as well. So that's the entirety of the package. There are little divots on the side for you to be able to tear. So I'm going to tear it this time. Normally I just grab a scissor because I want to try to tear it as close to the edge as possible. So I cut it. The reason why is because when you reseal it, you want to be able to have a piece of that plastic, or as much plastic preserved as possible so that you can seal the tip. And I'm going to show y'all how we did that. Y'all going to laugh at me when I tell y'all what I had to buy just so that I could preserve my nails. And yeah, I did that. But ooh, that was a lot of spit. Good God. But ooh. Anybody else like the smell of nail polish? Or is it just me? So I'm just kind of sticking it back. So it comes with 2 strips. 2 strips come in it. I only need 1 for today. So I'm putting this whole nother strip back into the package. And even then, I'm not going to use that whole package because I'm going to combine it with something else. Get in there. I will say trying to put it back in here. Oh, they told me, they gave us a life hack for this. Take your file, put it in the package, and apparently it slides along the file easier. So, and that did actually help. Ha! Okay, so I just took the file that came with it, stuck it in, and just used it to kind of slide along the plastic. And then once I get the last one in, I pull the file out. So that made it so much easier. I saw that on a video and didn't even think about it until just now. All right, so this is a pack that I had already had open. It's called Drop the Ball. And this is what I have left over after already having done my nails with these twice already. So I'm going to use the last of my Drop the Ball. So much like how when you are putting on artificial nails, you kind of have to size the nail up. That's what I'm getting ready to do first. Both of these are very, very small. These are pinky sized ones. And I could use this. Hold up, let me see. Where we at? Am I there? Let me focus. Focus. Focus.
There you go. Oh, go back a little bit. Yep, that's it.
Okay. So, as you can see, it would go there, but it might have a little gappage on the side, and I don't want that. So I'm going to go to the next size up, and that's why I have 2 of those, because it was 2 off of each side. So I'm not going to use the smallest one. I'm going to use the next side up, and I'm going to put that on my pinky. So the first thing you need to do is remove the very top layer. It's a clear film layer. Okay, so that's what comes off. Then there's a gray tab. You pull that gray tab away from the white piece. Now your nail polish strip is free. So you want to handle it basically from the center of the nail polish strip, because remember I'm going to try to put one strip, 2 nails. So I've got my pinky nail here, and I'm going to line it up just before my cuticle because I don't want it to touch my skin. And then I'm just going to lay it down. Now a little bit is on my skin, and I'm going to show you how we're going to get rid of that in just a second. So once we get it all smoothed out, I'm going to use my thumb. I don't even have much thumbnail, but I'm going to use it and push down up under the nail all the way across, and that basically cuts it or tears it for you, right? So now I have this whole other side to use. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to put it on my other pinky nail. So I took that little gray tab off, kind of put it off to the side, and then I put my nail. Hopefully y'all can see this. Are we in a good spot? Yeah. I lay it down and I smooth it out. And then I use this thumb. So you always want to do your thumbs last because your thumb is used as a tool. So I'm just going to kind of scrape across the edge, and then I'm going to pull down. That got some of it off. It's sticky because it is nail polish, but it won't smear and spread. That's the other good thing about these. You won't have smears or spreads. All right, so that's me pulling it from under my pinky. So if y'all see, hopefully y'all can see that it's around my edges. So I don't want that. So I'm going to take my thumb and just kind of push down in my edge creases on my pinky. And this is how you clean yourself up. I'm going to push down, push down, push down. And then once I get all the way around, I'm going to start pulling it away. This makes it look like a nice, clean manicure. Same thing on this side. I'm just pulling it down. I'm putting my finger in that crease and pulling it away. Now, had I done it very well the first time, I wouldn't have had to do all of this, but I didn't lay it well. So now I've got to clean up, right? And I'm pulling it down and away after pushing down in the crevices. And with that, it's clean. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. This one, I actually did lay down pretty good. I did not do such a bad job laying this one down. So I'm just got to catch this one little corner over here, push down and pull away, push down and pull away. And that was literally all I had to clean on this one. So that's my first nail done. Nice and clean. They do have application where you would use a file to file it down. I don't like that. This is the application I like the most for myself. Okay, so now I want to take the next 2 nails I'm going to do with drop the ball. Yeah. So I think this one will fit better for that nail. And then I'm going to use this one on this nail. All right. So again, you take your clear coating off. It's clingy. Then you take off, you grab your silver and you pull your tab. Handle it from the center. You want to, if y'all can tell, every time I keep trying to go flat. I put my fingers down flat on a flat surface every time I do this part so that I can line it up nicely. Line it up in the center. If for some reason you don't have it directly to where you want it, you can lift it back up. You can simply lift it back up and replace it. So now I'm gonna lay this down. Now I will tell you, because this is a set that I've used before, it feels thicker and it doesn't feel quite as malleable as the very fresh set that I just opened. I never would have noticed that before, but I notice it now. And so it feels thicker even with trying to tear it.
And use file though.
So in this case, you can use the file. I already have a file kind of open, so I'm going to kind of just, file back and forth, and then straight down.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So yeah, you could just file back and forth. I was not expecting for it to be different due to the fact that I had used it before, so that kind of did throw me a little loop. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the first time I've noticed it be actually like feel different, but it still laid down beautifully, and I can still use this other side. Hopefully it's long enough. Sometimes they're not. Laying it down, pushing it down. You always want it to kind of go up under your nail. You want it to go up under your nail, and then again I'm going along that crevice. I never get the right hand as neat as my left hand. I don't know why that is. It never looks bad, but it's never quite the same level of neat. I'm gonna let this sit a little bit, or set a little bit, because it does harden as it sits, or cures. Cure, I guess, is the better term. All right, so that's that one.
There you go.
All right, so that's our first 2 nails done, or first 4 nails actually done. I'm kind of now rethinking about like what I want to do, for the simple fact that that nail polish is harder. I wish I had used it sooner. And again, that's one of those things where I, like I said before, you have to, you've got to seal them back up. I didn't seal these back up because I didn't know that trick before. So I want to show you guys the make sure you seal it back up trick. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use a pink here.
Yeah.
What?
Now I'm just looking at the camera thing, just stuff I could have did different.
And y'all, you know, bear with us because this is our first time doing this. I kind of sprung it on Simone. So he got what he could the best way he could in such short notice. Because I was like, my nails need doing and I just need to show them how to do it. And that's basically how we ended up doing this show tonight. Even Man was like, well, you ain't gonna tell nobody you doing it? No, just gonna jump in. But then that's how I do most things. I just jump in. I am that kind of person. All right, so that one is already done just that quickly. And I still have my other half. Oops, which I just tore some of, which is not good. So the next question is, am I going to have enough? I should have enough still. Tearing off that bottom. And I'm going to lay it down. And I have an idea. If it's not long enough, I can make a design. But it is. We're good. Yay. Hope y'all can see that. Better? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm just kind of tucking it in along the edges and pulling the excess away. All right. And so the next nail, I'm going to continue on and do my pointer fingers. So we're more than halfway done. This is 6 nails out of 10 done. And it has not taken very long at all. If I had not had to go through and do all of my cleanup processes and things like that, I would already be done. So this one's going to be a little big for this finger, but it's all good. We don't care. We're going to still use it because it's that easy to clean up. Who's texting me while I'm in the show?
Maybe they want to get some there.
All right, so now I'm back to the center. I laid it down. I'm going to my edge, flattening that, coming to my other edge, flattening that. I'm going to take my thumb, push it under, and just like that, it is done. I do have to go back and clean some edges, but I just ripped it. Okay, so that was totally my fault. Totally ruined that one. What do you do when you ruin your own nails? You get another strip. It's just that easy. Just grab another strip. And I've never done that before, but just because I'm doing this video, of course that happens, right? And hopefully y'all can see me laying it down. Alexa, skip, because I'm about to go to sleep. Throw a song about it? Like to hear it? Here you go. I will never, I've always loved In Vogue, but I will never forget, we were on my family road trip with my mom and my dad, me and Kathy, and we were in the back seat singing, giving him something he could feel. Daddy said, let me see that tape. And chucked it out the window. I could not believe it. Now, I probably could use this on my thumb, but it's not going to give me the look I want because the whole side's going to be out. So I'm not gonna. So I'm just going to discard this one. All right. And right quick, I'm just going to go through before I do my thumbs and clean up the edges of my pointer finger. Because remember, that last strip was actually a little too big for my pointer finger. So no matter where I would have laid it, it would have come out with some overlap. But just as quickly as using the edge of my thumb and just kind of peeling it away, it cleans up. If only it was that simple with regular nail polish. Like, because if with regular nail polish, you touch it, it's done. Like, you touch it, you've ruined it, you got to restart, take that one off, do it again, or you got clumpy nails. And nobody wants clumpy nails. So this is simply just a cleanup of the edges. Of course, on the left side, I don't have as much to clean up because that was actually properly sized. All right, so 1 nail or 2 nails to go. 2 nails to go, and I still have strips left over. Can you message Kayla to bring me that flat iron? Do I want that size? And y'all, I'm still checking my sizes because, you know, I want to make sure it's right. I could put, you know what? I'm going to try it. It's not happy, but I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, I'm going to try put and drop the ball on my other fingers and see how it works out. Even though I already know the polish is not like at its peak, I'm going to give it a shot. Just to give it a little flair. But I can definitely already tell that the thickness is upon me with this one.
But how long do you think it'll last? How long
It'll still last a week.
No, I'm talking about how long it's been in the package.
Oh, this is my 3rd time using these. So it's been opened for at least 4 weeks now. And then, of course, like I said, I didn't seal it like I should have, because I didn't know the hack to sealing it. All I did was stuck it back in that plastic. I didn't actually seal the plastic back. So I'm gonna tell y'all in case my secret weapon doesn't show up. Basically, there's a flat. You get a flat iron like you would your hair. Now y'all know good and well I ain't had no flat iron because I had these locks for 14 years. But you get you a flat iron, and I did. And you take the flat iron and you simply mash, remelt the edges, and it goes back to an air seal. I was like, shut up. Why I don't have a flat iron? So now I went and bought one from Burlington today for $10. Just so I can keep my nails in tip-top shape. Don't judge my life. Some of y'all would have done that too. So now it's just a matter of cleanup. I'm having to push a little bit harder because these nails are a little older, or this strip is a little older. But it is working. And it looks cute. I'm excited. So because I don't want to mess up my other thumbnail, I'm going to bring out the tool. And I'm going to use the tool to push down on those edges to be able to get it off the skin and into those creases just to clean up. That's another reason why I like having a metal tool. I hope y'all can see all that. All right, and so same thing on this side. I'm just kind of gonna, now it's a little harder for me to do it on the right side. I am more likely to mess it up on the right side and do too much. And come on, you're right on the edge. You want to come off. It's like right there. It wants to come off. It's just being stubborn. There we go. So I'm basically just kind of using the edge of this tool to roll it down. And roll it off. So you do not want to put lotion on, and I'm done. You do not want to put lotion on your nails or on your hands for 1 hour. Because moisture is not moisture, but oil is not friendly to this stuff. So for 1 hour, just be ashy. And when you're done, you can easily go ahead and put some lotion on your nails and everything like that. A lot of people I have seen do actually go through and add a top coat. They said it makes it last longer and has less chips. The favorite that I've seen so far has been Séché Vite. It's SECHEVITE. Apparently is the very best top coat. I used to use it when I was doing my nails before. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I used to use it when I was doing my nails before, and so I would still stand by it now as far as being a really good top coat. I'm gonna be picking at these for a little bit. There we go. So Séché Vite over it is really, really good. And next week, these would still be good. Now, they're not going to stay on my nails for a week because I'm a stylist. I am a Color Street stylist. I have to keep my nails in 100% tip-top shape. Keeping them this last week out of shape was a trial. But I really wanted you guys to be able to see what it would be like in the event that you kept them on for an entire week. I wanted to make sure that you understood that I stand behind the product and that the product is good and worth the funds. So this is my finished product. And I think it looks great. I think they're very pretty. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get... Yes, I'm pretty sure I'm going to... It's in the Burlington bag. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get compliments on this and people asking me where I get my nails done. And of course, you know, I'm going to be all like, come check us out, colorstreet.com. backslash the Robin's Nest. That's what we do. That's where we're at. And see, Kayla walks in, and the first thing she says is what? Why did you buy a flat iron? I bought a flat iron so that I can preserve my nails. Don't judge my life. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So, y'all, when I tell y'all it's a brand new flat iron, I literally just picked this up today. I've got locks. I have no reason for a flat, unless I want a flat iron pee-pee. I have no. I have absolutely zero reasons to have a flat iron other than to preserve my nails. Please don't judge my life. It's fine. He's fine. I'm at the end. So I'm gonna Kayla, plug this in for me. I'm gonna just show y'all real quick. I know this video has gotten to right at an hour.
An hour?
It's an hour. Right at an hour. I had to take the old nails off, prep my nails, make it pretty and all that jazz. Could you plug that in? Why you steady looking at me? Down there on the floor.
I'm sorry, you just look so beautiful.
I know. Oh. Kayla is always like, oh, you just look so beautiful. I have to just look at you. Yeah, okay, whatever. All right, so these are my leftovers for the pink set, which was very new, very fresh, right? So I'm sticking them in the package. It's going to be a shakedown. All right, so I've got the flat iron on, I think. Yeah, okay, so now the flat iron's on. I don't know, how long does flat iron take to get hot? I don't even know. So I'm going to give it a few to get hot, and as soon as it gets hot, what I'm simply going to do is take the flat iron. I'm going to show y'all. You take the flat iron, and you have the top of the package where it's clear, and you just press down and pull up. Press down and pull up. And it puts the seal back on the package. Now, my flat iron's still not hot yet, but as soon as it does, that's what I'm going to do in order to preserve them. The next thing you also want to do is leave them in a Ziploc bag. So you want to air seal them, put them in a Ziploc bag, and keep them in decent, like neutral temperatures. You don't want it too hot and you don't want it too cold. So that's pretty much it for me. I'm going to seal up my last few pairs of nails that I had done last week in hopes that I'm going to keep them nice and fresh so that when I want to come back and wear some purple, I can, or some light year, which is a gorgeous silver. That silver was so pretty on my nails. And then the next time I do it, I'm going to show you guys overlays. So I have an overlay that looks like mermaid. I think I'm going to put on some Time of the Sea or Sea of Time or whatever it was, that one, the sample one that I gave you guys. I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to put the mermaid scales on top of it. I think we're about to have a whole new look, like a whole new situation going on. I'm really, really excited about that. So that'll probably be, what's today? Wednesday? We'll probably do that either Saturday or Sunday, where I'll change my nails out just to freshen it up, to zhuzh it up, to make it pretty. And I'll probably make sure I have on glasses that will actually match my nails that day. But anyway, let me see. Is it hot enough? Let's see if it's hot enough yet. Closing it, pulling up, closing it, pulling up. I think it did it. Shut up. Y'all, it did. Okay, so y'all have a good night. We will talk to you later. Bye. Go seal your nails.